Well, that was a fun end. I'd like to know who of you were at this game and actually perhaps left thinking the Sabres won. Then you got home and seen the highlights and seen that minutes later, they brought the teams back on the ice. It was a bizarre ending to this game for those that didn't see it. The Sabres score in overtime with 2 seconds left. Owen Power scores. Everybody's celebrating. The Oilers are not disputing. But like usual, they got to go through and check and make sure that the goal was legit. And they see that the Sabres were slightly offside. They called both the teams back. And the rest was history. The Sabres almost score in overtime again. And then we win in the shootout. So, hey guys, we won this game twice. I'll take it. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. I said, you know what? I got a feeling we're going to win this twice today. I really had that feeling, and I'll show you why in a sec. Clear reason why I thought they were going to win this game. Let's look at the numbers. Okay, the Oilers outshoot us 32-27, and they dominate on the faceoffs 80% to 20. My goodness. On the power play, the Oilers 0 for 3, the Sabres 1 for 1. And this is why I thought we were going to win. Look at those hits, folks. 40 hits for the Sabres, 14 for the Oilers. And with that performance, the Sabres now are in front of 8 other teams in average hits per game. When's the last time I could say that on this channel? They had 11 blocks, we had 7. They had 4 giveaways, we had 2. We had 11 takeaways, they had 5. Shots on goal per period. 10-7 Oilers in the first. 14-6 Oilers in the second. The Sabres get their act together in the third and outshoot them 10-7. And then in the overtime, it was a crazy overtime, and the Sabres outshoot them 4-1 for that 32-27 total. Scoring? Oilers open it up at the 29-second mark. Yes, folks, the Sabres once again let in the early goal. 1-0 Oilers after 29 seconds. And then at the 14-19 mark, that was McLeod that scored from Draisaitl and Foegele. And Foegele scores at the 14-19 mark a shorthanded goal to make it 2-0 Oilers from McLeod. And that was it for the Oilers in the game for their scoring. Surprising, really. Tage makes sure to get one about a minute later, a little over a minute later on the power play. Unassisted. And yes, it was a Tage semi-blast, I guess we could say. Makes it 2-1. It wasn't really a blast, folks. Okay, makes it 2-1. And then no scoring in the second. And Jacob Bryson gets his first of the season to tie it 2-2. And that's your scoring. No scoring in the overtime, technically. And the Sabres win in the shootout. But 40 hits, folks. I thought they were going to win this game. The way we were out hitting them in this game, this is why I'm a big advocate for physical play. Because if you are out of the game, you get yourself back in the game with some sort of physical play. Sometimes you can't do it with your legs or your scoring or even your talent, but you can always do it with your aggression. And the Sabres in this game dug their way back into it and won. And they won it twice, let's face it. It felt like the Sabres were going to win this game no matter what happened today. Even when they brought them back, I thought the Sabres were going to win. I did. I honestly did. I was laughing. I wasn't even worried. I said, we're going to win this game somehow, some way. I just feel it, man. They're going to win today. I didn't think it'd go to a shootout. I thought we were going to score one more time in the overtime, but it didn't happen. So now, Sabres are 30-30-5. We're back to 500. Let me get that up there for a sec, folks. So the Sabres, yeah, 30-30-5. I just want to check the out-of-town scores as I'm speaking. Tampa's hammering Philadelphia 5-0. The Flyers are losing today. That's in the third, 17 minutes left. Phillies finished in that game. Detroit's in Vegas, okay? So the way it works is if Detroit loses today, we're 7 points out of a playoff spot. I mean, I want to still go on record saying that it's not over because it's just not. You know, if Detroit can keep losing, it sure helps us. And I know Washington's hot, but they're going to cool off. That's an old team. They're just going to cool off no matter what. They're just too old. I just don't believe the Capitals are going to stay hot. You know, I think they will collapse before the end of the year. They could get in, though, because it looks like 90 points might even do it this year. I could be wrong, but it's starting to look that way, folks. Yeah, I'm just recapping myself on a few things here because I wanted to point it out. Yeah, I was looking at the hits by the team because this was an impressive. It wasn't just an impressive win. It was it's the way we won. You know, the Sabres actually destroyed these guys physically today. You know, Robinson had 5 hits to lead all forwards, just for example. On the blue line, Rasmus Dahlin had 7 hits. For those of you that keep talking about his plus-minus, would you please stop? That doesn't matter right now. And I'm a plus-minus guy. I'm a big believer in that stat. But when you're the top offensive guys on your team, in the history of the NHL, I'm talking Guy Lafleur, Gilbert Perreault, all those guys weren't the guys that always had the best plus-minus. Your best, Phil Housley, those type of guys always have a lower plus-minus than the defensive guys do, okay? They always do, historically in the NHL. Why? Because they take way more chances. They're offensive. So, Dahlin right now is doing his thing. I'm a little worried. Now, guys, about the captaincy. I want to talk a bit about that before I close up the video. The captaincy, we're going to have to figure that one out. That's a tricky one. I know a lot of people just say give it to Dahlin and that's it. I'm kind of leaning towards Tuck again, guys. I just am. I'm leaning towards Alex Tuck. And I think Cousins isn't ready, but his name can be brought into it. But the year he's had, you know, I would, I don't know. It's a tough one. I guess we should just leave it to next year. So if the Sabres can, I don't know, win another 4 in a row, maybe, just maybe, we'll get something done. 30-30-5. So we got to go. Guys, it's not good. It's not good. We got 17 games left. Let me check something for the record, because I know I'm probably right about this, but I want to be sure. Something we should know and talk about just briefly. So Sabres right now are 30-30-5, right? Last year, they finished 42-33-7. We would have to go 12-3-2 to be as good as last year from this point on. The next 17 games, 12-3-2. I know right now, guys, it's a bit of a stretch, but if other teams start losing, it takes a lot of stress off of us, and we just got to win maybe 5 out of 6 instead of 6 in a row, like we just did recently. So it's come here. Come on, there we go, guys. There she is. She wants to visit and say hi. I just couldn't leave her out. She was looking at me with those sad eyes. I said, oh, come on in. So, guys, the Sabres pull it out. They're 500 again. What else is new? There you go. I'll take you out in a sec, okay? I don't think there's anything to really panic about this year, guys. You know, we're just where we've been at all year, it feels like, which is a 500 season. It's just one of those years where I honestly just don't know what to think. Unless we run off a 7-game winning streak, then we can play 500 again. We have a chance. But we need a long-ass winning streak, and we need one very soon because we have 17 games left. My goodness, this season's kind of flown by, though. It really has. I've been so busy. And I didn't even do the anniversary video for the channel. I'm going to do it soon, guys. I just haven't really. It's been hard to commit to this year with everything else I had to do. I upgraded everything in here. But I haven't had the time, you know? And that's the hardest thing, is the time. And my health has been not great. So I am going to get back on my vegan kick, and that should help. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go watch American Pickers, one of my favorite show. For those of you that haven't seen it, really, it's on Tubi. It's a blast to watch. I love it. Fun show to watch. The boys hang around, and I don't think we can ask for more than that right now. They're hanging around, and if we hang around long enough, maybe something good can happen. Just maybe. And if it doesn't, we won't be shocked. So I'm going to hope that they finish maybe strong, like they have the last 2 seasons, and somehow, some way squeak in. But we're going to have to ride UPL, guys, a lot of games now. Ride them. Just ride them. Even the back-to-backs, ride the guy out. We're going to, this thing about putting in Comrie and just ignoring the fact that we need to win these games is kind of crazy right now, but there's not much else we can do, right? Since we don't have Levi up here, we don't have a choice but to play Comrie. So, you know, I hope Comrie can give us 2 more good starts before we get rid of him. Just 2 more good starts would be nice, because it would really kind of help our situation a bit, guys. Anyway, I'm exhausted, guys. I'm going to go watch TV. I want to get this up to you. The boys win. They come back. Exciting game. I'm glad the crowd went home happy twice. Twice. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad the Sabres won again. You know, that was a nice feeling. And I liked how they kept McDavid at bay all game, it felt like, eh? They really, the Sabres looked pretty damn good in this one, actually, overall. So I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to try my best tomorrow to jump on some videos, normal videos. Talking Sabre Zone and you know, and my usual core of videos, guys. I'm going to try tomorrow because I know I haven't been doing it. Hopefully I'll see you then. Have a good night.